Welcome to your full body yoga stretch for stiff or tight muscles. This practice will help relieve tension through a gentle and relaxing full body flow. This practice can be done at any time of day and it's great for all levels. We'll go ahead and begin in child's pose towards the back of the mat. So bring your big toes together, spread your knees out wide, and reach your arms forward as you relax your forehead down. Begin to connect to your breath here. Breathing in and out through your nose. Feeling this gentle stretch in your hips as you continue to breathe into the belly. And just take a moment to notice how you feel physically and mentally. And simply allow whatever is here to be here. Take about 2 more full, deep rounds of breath. Inhale to lift yourself up. Tuck your toes under, keep your knees spread, and walk your hands forward a few inches. Slowly relax your hips down towards the floor, opening up into the hips and the chest. As you exhale, send your hips back towards your heels, keeping your toes tucked. Relax your forehead back down. Again, inhale to round through your spine, release your hips down, lifting your head, and exhale back into your child's. Inhale to lift yourself up, rolling forward into your cobra variation. And exhale to sink back. So continuing with these cat-cow spinal wave variations, moving with your own breath. Find one more flow here. Sinking back in a child's pose one last time. And then lift yourself up through tabletop pose, stacking your joints. So bringing your knees inwards, stacked underneath the hips. Keep the toes tucked under, send your hips back towards your heels, relaxing your chest down. Stay here if this is a deep enough stretch for you in the toes and the ankles. Or you can begin to walk your hands back towards your body, maybe coming upright into a seat, placing your hands on your thighs, spine tall. Take 2 breaths in your variation. Release your hands to the floor if they were lifted. Lift your feet and begin to point and flex your feet, rolling out through the ankles. Tuck your toes under once more, lift your knees. Come into downward facing dog, lifting your hips up high. Right away, we'll begin to stretch out through the backside body, bending into your left knee, pressing your right heel down towards the ground. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, stretch through the left leg, left heel down towards the floor, right knee bends. And as you exhale, switch. And continue to alternate, pedaling out through your feet, bending one knee at a time. Straighten out through both legs, pressing your heels down towards the floor, relaxing your head. And then make your way to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, relax your upper torso, rounding through your spine. Slowly begin to roll yourself all the way up to stand. Allowing your head to be the last thing to come up. Straighten through your spine. Bring your feet slightly wider than hip width distance apart. And then inhale to sweep the arms high. Left fingertips will grab the right wrist as you take a side bend over to the left. Stretching through the right side. One more breath. Inhale to stand. Right fingertips will grab left wrist as you side bend to the right. One more breath. Inhale back through center. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Press your palms together. Draw the shoulder blades together. Deep breath in, bend your knees. And exhale to fold forward, relaxing the crown of your head down towards the ground and reaching your fist up overhead. Feel this deep stretch in your chest and your shoulders. Two more breaths. Slowly release your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step your right foot behind you, coming into a grounded runner's lunge. Press your hips down, find your balance, and inhale to stand for high lunge, reaching your arms up overhead. Feeling the stretch in the front of your right hip flexor, shifting your upper torso back to deepen the stretch. Keep sinking your hips down and gaze forward. Bring your hands to your hips and step your right foot forward, pressing your back heel down to come into pyramid pose. Keeping the hips squared. Now you have the option to wrap your hands to opposite elbows or bring your hands into reverse prayer pose, pressing your palms and fingertips together. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders and the chest. And as you exhale, slowly fold forward. Keeping the spine long. Upper body engaged as you relax into the left hamstrings. One more breath. As you inhale, slowly lift yourself up, opening up into Warrior Two, back foot parallel to the back of the mat. Release your arms out wide. Sink into your front knee. Relax your shoulders and gaze over your front middle finger. Reverse warrior. Shift your weight forward, flip your front palm. Right hand will come to your back leg as you sweep your left arm up and over. Keep a soft bend in your left knee. One more breath into the left side body. Triangle pose, straighten through your left leg. Left hand will come down to your shin or the ground. Reach your right fingertips for the sky. Release your right hand to the floor. Spin on your back toes and step to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Wrapping your arms behind your legs, relaxing the crown of your head. Take 2 full breaths. Inhale to halfway lift, bringing your hands to your shins or the floor. And exhale, plant your hands, step your left foot back behind you. Press your hips down and then inhale tall, sweeping the arms up for high lunge. Feeling the stretch in the left hip flexor, and then again, maybe you shift your upper torso back to deepen the stretch. Sink your hips down. Place your hands to your hips and step your back foot forward. Press your back heel down, square off your hips, preparing for pyramid pose. Find whatever arm variation feels the best for you, so either bringing hands to opposite elbows behind the back, or coming into reverse prayer pose, pressing the palms and fingertips together. Inhale to lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, hinge from your hips and fold forward. Take one more breath. Inhale to slowly lift yourself back up. Open up into Warrior Two, back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Hips, chest open, and extend the arms out wide. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. 3 deep breaths here. Reverse warrior, lean forward. Flip your front palm, left hand rests on your back leg, right bicep to ear. Triangle pose, straighten through your right leg. Release your right fingertips down as you reach the left arm high. Release your left hand down. Turn to face the long ways of your mat, coming into a standing, wide-legged forward fold. Bring your heels in line with each other. Slight bend in the knees. Bring your fingertips in front of you. Inhale to halfway lift. And exhale, release and fold. Inhale again, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, high on your fingertips. Place your left hand to the center of the mat. Reach your right arm high for a twist. Option for a bind, wrapping your right arm behind your low back. Reach the right arm high. And exhale, place your right hand in front of you. Lift the left arm high for a twist. And again, option for a bind here. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Reach your left fingertips towards the sky. And come back into your forward fold. Heel toe your feet inwards, coming into a yogi squat malasana. Bend your knees, sink your hips down. Keep your hands on the floor for support, or bring hands to heart center, gently pressing your elbows against your inner knees. 2 to 3 breaths here. And with your next breath, gently sink your sit bones all the way down to the floor, coming into a cross-legged seat. Find a tall spine and draw your left ear to your left shoulder for a neck stretch. Gently place your left hand below your right collarbone, stretching out through the side of the neck. And switch sides. Draw your right ear to your right shoulder, right hand below the left collarbone, opening up into the left side of the neck. Release your right hand down and begin to freely move the head in one direction, finding slow, controlled circles. Switch directions of your circles. And bring your head back to center. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And take a moment to notice any changes in how you feel. perhaps more space in your physical body, or more calmness in your mind. With your next breath, reach your arms out wide and up overhead, palms touch. Exhale the hands down through heart center. Ending our practice with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you for joining me on the mat for today's practice, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.